Hello, my YouTube channel subscribers to Big Bill Anderson's Death Tours. I am here at 22100 McHale Street in West Hills, California. And I do want to apologize right from the start here. This is a very sad video. Oftentimes, maybe I try to be a little more upbeat on some of my videos, but this is just plain sad any way you cut it. I am standing here at the former home of a 10-year-old actress named Judith Barsi, where she lived with her mother, Maria, and her father, Joseph. And Maria, her mother, and the actress' daughter, Judith, were both murdered here at this house on July 25th, 1988, by the husband/father, Joseph. Judith's parents, Joseph and Maria, both fled communist Hungary before eventually meeting in California. They married and moved to Los Angeles, where on June 6, 1978, Judith Barsi was born. Maria Barsi began grooming her daughter to become an actress, and at the age of 5, she was discovered at a skating rink. Barsi's first role was in Fatal Vision, playing Kimberly McDonald. She went on to appear in more than 70 commercials and guest roles on television. As well as her career in television, she appeared in several films, including Jaws: The Revenge, and provided the voices of Ducky in The Land Before Time and Anne-Marie in All Dogs Go to Heaven. By the time she started 4th grade, Barsi was earning an estimated $100,000 a year, which helped her family buy this 3-bedroom house in West Hills, a suburb of Los Angeles. As she was short for her age, she stood 3'8". At the age of 10, she began receiving hormone injections at UCLA to encourage her growth. Her petiteness led casting directors to cast her as children that were younger than her actual age. Her agent was quoted in the Los Angeles Times as saying that when she was 10, she was still playing 7- and 8-year-olds. As Barsi's career success increased, her father Joseph became increasingly angry and would routinely threaten to kill himself and his wife and daughter. His alcoholism worsened, causing the police to arrest him 3 separate times for drunk driving. In December of 1986, Maria reported his threats and physical violence towards her to the police. After police found no physical signs of abuse, she decided not to press charges against him. After the incident with police, Joseph Barsi reportedly stopped drinking, but continued to threaten Maria and Judith. His various threats including cutting their throats as well as burning down the house. He reportedly hid a telegram informing Maria that a relative in Hungary had died in an attempt to prevent her from leaving the United States with Judith. The physical violence continued, with Barsi telling a friend that her father threw pots and pans at her, resulting in a nosebleed. As a result of his abuse, Barsi began gaining weight and exhibited disturbing behavior, which included plucking out her eyelashes and pulling out her cat's whiskers. After breaking down in front of her agent during a singing audition for All Dogs Go to Heaven, Judith Barsi was taken by Maria to a child psychologist who identified severe physical and emotional abuse and reported her findings to Child Protective Services. The investigation was dropped after Maria assured the caseworker that she intended to begin divorce proceedings against Joseph and that she and Judith were going to move into a Panorama City, California apartment she had recently rented as a daytime haven from him. Friends urged her to follow through with this plan, but she resisted, reportedly because she was afraid that she would lose the family home and all its belongings. Also, she was waiting for a $12,000 check from the IRS. Judith Barsi was last seen riding her bike on this street on the morning of July 25th, 1988. That evening, Joseph shot her in the head while she was sleeping and then murdered Maria. He went the next 2 days wandering around this house and said during a phone conversation with Barsi's agent the next night that he intended to move out for good and just needed time to say goodbye to my little girl, he was quoted. He then poured gasoline on the bodies and set them both on fire. After incinerating the bodies, he went to the garage and shot himself in the head with a .32 caliber pistol. On August 9th, 1988, Barsi and her mother were interred at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Los Angeles. Barsi's final film, All Dogs Go to Heaven, in which she provided the speaking voice of Anne Marie, was released in November of 1989. Don Bluth, the director of The Land Before Time and All Dogs Go to Heaven, described her as absolutely astonishing. She understood verbal direction, even for the most sophisticated situations, and he intended to feature her extensively in his future productions. The end credits song Love Survives was dedicated in her memory. My friends, I'll now take you to the gravesite of Judith and Maria at Forest Lawn Cemetery in Hollywood Hills. My friends, I am at Forest Lawn, Hollywood Hills Cemetery, and along with my showing the home that Judith Barsi and her mother Maria was killed in by Judith's father and Maria's husband, I am standing here at their grave site here, the beautiful Hollywood Hills, Forest Lawn Cemetery. Very, very tragic video here I'm doing. Actually, it's heartbreaking to see this young girl at 10 years old that was murdered by her father, and his wife, who was only 48 years old, was killed also by her husband, and then he took his own life. So I am here to pay my respects to these two. I will include this video as part of my other video. And while I'm here, my friends, unbeknownst to me, here on the 27th of January 2019, another friend is laid to rest, literally 20-25 feet away from Judith Barsi, and that is Don Hardboiled Haggerty, actor, stuntman, king of the wrestlers. Don was a friend of mine, or as everyone called him, HB. But I just wanted to pay my respects here to HB and to young Judith Barsi and her mom Maria. Very sad. So my friends, Big Bill Anderson saying adios, amigos. Have a great day, my friends. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Big Bill Anderson's Death Tours. Thank you.